Hello, everybody. Andy here from Glass Half Dead, the only Kill Team channel that is gonna see a Warhammer preview show of 40k specifically and say, "Yeah, I'll do a Kill Team video about that. Screw it. I need views too, right?" Think of the poor Kill Team content Okay, let's move on. Hey, so we saw this big stuff. Really, I actually really liked the preview. I've got to be honest. I liked everything in there except the Blood Bowl stuff. That didn't really spark joy for me, which is a bit of a shame because I do like elves, and it was the high elf team, and I do like the concept of Blood Bowl. So I don't know what happened there. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all of the things that I felt would be useful for a kill teamer to see from what we just saw. We obviously got the Red Corsairs, we got Flyers, and we also got Custodes. And we got some Age of Sigmar stuff, which I think might have a purpose for kill team. So with that said, let's dive straight into it. But of course, before we do that, I would like to give a big subscriber-only benefit, and that is a giant double hello. Truly, the business knows no bounds in the world of Glass Half Dead. Thank you so much. Of course, if you like what I do here, do consider using my affiliate links, NM Games, Wailing Games, Red October Games in the UK, or Northern Citadel in Canada, or Wargame Portal in America. If you do not like me, that's valid. Same, if I'm honest. But use somebody's affiliate link, okay? I promise you, all your favorite YouTuber has affiliate links. Use theirs. But if you are a kill teamer, consider using Crossfire Games all-in-one system or the GG Easy all-in-one travel system. Great way to travel around to, not even just tournaments. Just I use their stuff in every single game of kill team that I play. It's not just about traveling to a tournament. It can be your local game store. I use this stuff to store it upstairs in my house, not even for travel. Okay, so first things first, if you recall, back when Hive Storm was going to be released, there was a rumor that all of Hivestorm, all of that edition, or all of that season, the whole year was going to be Flyers. And then we had the Aquilons and we had the Vespid shown, and we were like, oh, we were agog, if you will. We thought, oh my gosh, the rumors were true. We're actually going to have an entire season of Flyers. That's crazy. At the time, I did a whole video about like all of the different Flyer units that might come over to Kill Team, blah, blah, blah. And one of the rumors, very specifically, was, oh, what are they called? Not Howling Banshees. The Eldar ones. Striking Scorpions? No. Oh, Swooping Hawks. That's the one. There you go. Was Swooping Hawks. And then later in the year, Swooping Hawks got revealed. But also, there was a lot of rumors constantly about Corsairs. And then these are Corsairs that fly. So it kind of occurs to me that maybe actually this was the rumor, perhaps. There you go. End of sentence. Also, though, actually, because we know that the Murder Wing are coming, if you don't like Marines, you prefer Eldar, you could probably make these work. Still, because they are smaller, clearly, than the Swooping Hawks, you probably still want to somehow cut down their wings a bit, but it looks more valid to cut these wings down than to cut the Swooping Hawks wings down. Right, we then go over to the Red Corsairs. The alternative title for this video, I don't know what I've called it, was the first kill team that isn't a kill team. And that's the Red Corsairs. So I want to quickly show you the Red Corsairs. They are all of these. Have a quick perusal as I scroll through them. Got a bunch of stuff. Cool. It's a 10-man kit. We've seen that. And there you go. Lovely jubbly. Now, the Red Corsairs are another... it's not Legion specific, but they're their own thing. They are clearly supposed to be an alternative for the Legionaries. They're played differently. They have a different thing in the 40k. But if you think back to every other squad in the game for 40k, their customizability begins and ends at normal gun, heavy gun, leader. Okay? That is for almost every single squad in the game how that works. And that works totally fine for the tabletop. And anything that isn't that, in general, is going to be because it came over from Kill Team. So if you look at the current Legionaries, or if you look at Commandos, or if you look at Corsairs, for Eldar, and they can take lots and lots of different weapon options. Same for Krieg, same for the Blooded, etc. That's because the 40k designers were handed a loadout from Kill Team that they had to make work in their game, and that's why we have those odd kind of assembly of weapons. Well, these are not a Kill Team. These are red Corsairs. They're going straight into 40k. Kill Team's not seeing them. Okay, they have a loadout that could easily be a Kill Team. They seem to be just as specialist looking as Kill Team, which is quite interesting. So if we look through, like these are all clearly, to my mind, specialists. You've got Hand Flamer Power Sword, you've got, why am I struggling with the names? Bolter and Chain Sword. You've got Scoped Bolt Pistol. You've got the Gunner, as you'd expect. And then instead of just having an additional chain sword, you've got a chain axe. And then you've got another power sword. And then you've got a power fist. And then you've got a bolter and a grenader. And that is basically more customizability than Angels of Death. So yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. There you go. This video was almost titled "The First Kill Team That Isn't a Kill Team." There you go. This is really cool. I do think these look quite nice. And if you're looking to do a Angels of Death team, this would be a perfect little group for you. Also, if I scroll up quickly, I want to have a quick aside about this command squad. This command squad looks awesome. It's basically the end of my sentence there, but I just wanted to. One thing that I really like within an internal system for a kill team is an internal sense of balance. What the best thing I can say there is 6 Marines are kind of like, 6 Marines, fine. 10 Kassakin, whatever. But when you then get something like 1 Rattling, 1 Ogrin, suddenly that size comparison, that power comparison in the same team really speaks to me. This can often be found with any team that has different base sizes for its models. Another perfect one, of course, is Brood Blood, Brood Brothers. Yes, Brood Brothers, which obviously have your main guys on 25s. Then you can go up to either a 28, no, they're on 32s, or even a 50. That's really cool. There's something about that that really speaks to me. And it feels like this command squad is kind of the epitome of that for me. So when this releases, I may well look at seeing what I could make this. I don't know what, probably nothing, but that is of interest to me. This is supposed to be kind of the chaos side or the chaos analogy of the Titus squad. The Titus squad, if you don't know, was Titus, 2 Space Marines, and then I think 4 little, like just normal human-sized dudes. I really like that as well because it's the same concept of different power scales internally. But I think this looks cooler. There you go. Right. Continuing with what can you do in Kill Team. Custodes, new plastic Custodes is really cool. I already have most of a Custodes army. Who doesn't? You just randomly end up with it. But none of the Forge World stuff. So now, you know, I might flesh that bad boy out with a bunch of previously Forge World options. Yeah. But they have obviously reproportioned the Custodes. They will still be on 40 mil bases. So if you are a Custodes player and you're thinking, I really want to play Kill Team, you can make these guys be your Raveners. That's the only team. If you're insisting on being Custodes only, because that's your faction, then the only option is Raveners, which is a Tyrannid Ravener. You just need a few interesting little custom options, because one thing that's really important is base sizing in Kill Team. And then we go over to something that is Age of Sigmar related. This is, I don't even know what they're called actually, but it's for the Ossiarch Bone Reapers faction. And I saw these, and I instantly got a, oh man, I stopped myself from saying it because it's the worst joke I've ever made on this channel, but I'll start again. Hey guys, these are the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, and when I saw them, I instantly got a boner. Okay, so I think these guys look awesome. We don't know base size. I would guess because it's Age of Sigmar 32s. That might not be true because the normal Morte Guard are on 25s because they're tiny. Oh, I don't know. Miss me with that. There you go. But these look awesome. They immediately, as soon as I saw them, I thought they could be Mandrake proxies, right? That's like they've got that super dynamic look. They got smoke swirling. They seem to have one hand with smoke, one hand with a blade. It's literally mandrakes, right? Very cool. The other thing that I like whenever I look at undead is, of course, and I've mentioned this a while ago, but undead kind of thematically work for Battleclade. Yeah, this was something I said right when Battleclade was releasing um, in Typhon. I don't really like the servitors, you know? They're quite dull. And thematically, what makes sense if you want to do a Battleclade team but not have servitors and Magos, it would make sense to be a necromancer and skeletons or zombies or some such, because thematically it's exactly the same thing. And these, of course, are undead. Now, they're very dynamic undead, I'll give you that, which doesn't quite thematically fit, but undead's cool. So there you go. Is there anything else to say? No, that was it. Okay, cool. I'll see you on Sunday. Thanks. Bye.